Okay, we are at the front of 18802 Pawnee in Cleveland, Ohio, as we start the video walkthrough. As you can see, it's a brick house. The brick is in good condition overall. There are a few areas that are needed of tuck pointing repairs. Those, of course, will be noted and identified specifically in the report. It's a very common repair need just for an older brick house. The first thing I wanted to talk about are the windows. There are newer vinyl replacement windows installed, and the basement windows have been updated with glass block, which is the typical installation. The roof, there's 2 layers of shingles present, and as you can see, probably from the ground, there's quite a bit of wear up there, as well as some past repairs. There's more on the back side, but you can see a shingle here has been replaced. Let me zoom back out. And we're going to come around on this side of the house here. We'll see that there's some missing shingles up in this area. And we're going to head up the corner lot. Just a quick pan. The neighborhood appears to be well-maintained homes. There's a few areas here where I'd recommend you cut back the vegetation from the house. These shrubs here, specifically at the opposite corner of the home. You can see the newer windows here, as I mentioned before. And again, here's a close-up of probably the spot that's in need of tuck pointing repairs the most, just above these steel lintels here, which is, again, a really common problem for a brick house. Here's the detached garage. We'll talk about that more in a minute. You can see the vegetation here and here. And again, on the roof, there's several missing shingles up there and some past repairs. And really, condition of the shingles is such that due to the amount of wear, especially in this area here, it should be replaced. There are 2 layers of shingles present. I'd recommend repairing this gutter section here as well. That's the #1 way moisture issues can develop inside a basement. So being proactive with things like that is always really a good thing to do. I'm just going to come up the far side of the home here. I just want to talk about the last item. Let's see, I can go underneath this bush. We can see here, this is the main electrical wire of the house here. And you can see there's kind of like a string holding it up, really not a proper repair, and it's right above 3 windows, which is outside the safety standards for residential housing. It should at least be inside a protective conduit. So as you'll see in the report, that is a defect. So similar to the basement foundation, the garage here is a block structure with a brick veneer. You see there's no gutter on the back side, and there's some moisture noted there. It'd be good to get a gutter on this. And again, the roof, it's a flat roof, should really be replaced if you are doing any repairs to the or replacement of the main roof. It's older, it's starting to wave, and there'll be some pictures of that in the report as well. And again, similar to the house, there are some tuck pointing repair needs. You can see, again, it's really common at the corners of doors and windows for things like this to happen on older brick. Not a structural concern. It actually looks like some of those bricks might have been replaced over the years. I would just recommend tuck pointing repairs there as well. All right, so with that being said, we're gonna head down inside the basement, start the interior walkthrough, and I'll kind of work my way up through the home. Okay, now I'm at the base of the basement stairs. Some of the light bulbs are burned out or missing, so I'll probably have to use my flashlight for some of this. But we're gonna head this way to the unfinished side of the basement. The foundation is in really good condition. The block is all plumb level. I don't see many settling cracks, even just the minor variety. You'll see in the report there's some mold and mildew around some of the base of the block walls. That just happens due to humidity levels and temperature. Just should be clean from the surface, and it's always good to run a dehumidifier in a basement space like this. There's a little cellar here. You can see there's some storage items in it, so I'll have to note that in the report as well. But again, the block in that area looks good from what I can see. A clean out has been added to your sanitary stack, but it is the original cast iron. So I know you chose not to do the camera inspection, but just be aware there can be issues with the older piping. Here is the unfinished section of the basement. So you're set up with proper electrical, dryer, GFCI. Here's the water main. We have copper coming in, which is good. That's what you'd like to see. And really overall, the updates over here are well done. A nice electrical panel. See, of course, some of the original knob and tube wiring, which is really common for a home built in this era and location. There are a few outlet changes I would recommend. Updated water heater here. The furnace, I believe, is 2008. The exact date will be in the report, but it's clean. It looks like it's been well maintained. Of course, this is very common to see. The tape material that encases your ductwork is likely an asbestos-containing material. It would only pose a health risk if this were to be damaged and the fibers become airborne. It's all intact, and it has a silver kind of paint coating on it. It's almost like someone tried to encapsulate it in the past, which was a good improvement. And overall, it's a solid house. There's some newer PEX piping you see has been installed here. And again, the foundation floor joists are in good condition. And you'll see a notation, there's a smoke detector missing here. I recommend some updates on those in the report as well. And from here, the tenant is home. She's upstairs, so I will shoot a video walkthrough up there, but I won't narrate it just to respect her privacy. I'll just kind of film the rooms. Probably will even skip the room that she's watching television in. And again, just FYI. So this will complete the video walkthrough. Overall, really solid property, just kind of typical repair needs, with the roof replacement probably being the main item on this one. Please let me know if you have any questions, and I appreciate your business. Okay, I'm at the upper level of the home. I'm going to start the video here and just kind of walk through and without narrating, and just show you the rest of the home, because there are a few other residents here. You can see this area has been fully converted, with the exception of the attic cubbies.